This is the cutest shirt. It's just the cutest shirt. Look at these sisters. Yes. And one of them has a real earring. It washed off. She had a real earring right there. It was a green stud. It has the back of them too, y'all. I'm gonna make this quicker than long because I'm gonna get this done. I was tagged by, you can see I just put my hair up in 2 ponytails. Got my clips where I clipped them down, but this one came unclipped, as you can see. So I got tagged by one of my elevators, but I feel some type of way because realistically, I guess if it came from any elevator, I wouldn't be telling you who it is without permission. But I got tagged by an artist, and y'all know I'm big on protecting the privacy of my elevators because they could at any time work for people who still believe that cannabis is the marijuana that they were conditioned to believe it was in this country. So gotta be careful. Meanwhile, this is gonna be a Sesh version of that, which you're probably not gonna see, right? Because this tag is moving amongst the home gardeners. I'm that chick, so. And they made me promise that I would do it within a week. They gave me 2 weeks, but I was flexing and came back. I was like, I'd do it within a week. I'm both glad and not glad that I really like to hit better with my external whip, but I'm about that practical life and efficacy, so. I also said I was gonna start. I was gonna stop making y'all suffer through crusty lips in my videos. Yeah, so taking my hair down. And then I'm gonna put another coat of clear on my nails because that extends the wear time. Shout out to everybody who was here in the last sesh where we learned and unlearned about using your candle wax to douse your hemp wick flame. But enough about that. Again, this is a gardening community video. We're gonna do this here. I guess it's not gardening tag, is it? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it like I want to do it because it's not garden specific. Yeah, so I got tagged by a celebrity, an artist who has actually recently gotten an opportunity to grow their own medicine. They're a medical patient, but you know, people are still brainwashed, so they got to be careful with their careers and whatnot. That's who in the gardening community I was tagged by that you may know but may not know that they're in the gardening community because they are in the gardening community as a result of being given license to grow their own medicine, which half of the people that they work with don't know they're on. Okay, I'm taking this video to a place that it should not be going. Jumping right in. Do you like blue cheese? Yes, I don't love blue cheese, but I do like blue cheese. Coke or Pepsi? I stopped drinking sodas for years ago. And let's be real, they're both oppressors. In a relationship, I'm married. Whiskey, tequila, or vodka. I don't drink anymore because, as my sister would say, everybody knows that I smoke my liquor. But when I was drinking, let me do categories because I never hear people, not even in the liquor community, not that I move in those circles, but I don't hear people talking about their favorite drink in a certain capacity. So I'm gonna list categories like beer, versus wine versus, and then categorize the liquors. So when I was a drinker, I'll start slow and low. My favorite mixed drink cocktail was martini, which is not very mixed, is it? It is if you turn it into a Cosmo. So yeah, I'll go ahead and say martinis. Favorite wine was Kendall Jackson. And of the red, it's weird. Of the red and white, it appeared that I preferred red because that's what I could always be seen drinking. But the reality is that I preferred white because it was lighter and softer. And if I'm going to be out in public drinking, I'm certainly not going to want the heat of a red wine on my spirit as an introvert. Because I'm relaxed, you know, you're more relaxed, but I don't want the energy of that relaxation to be taken as an invitation to come and talk to me. Cause I was that chick, you know, that chick that y'all be like, what'd you even come out for? If you don't, you know, if you're not socializing with nobody, like a person really can't actually go to dance. That's crazy to me. Juvenile, really childish, really. But anyway, oh yeah. So I was talking about wines. My favorite was Kendall Jackson. Oh, see what happens. This gonna be a long video. So put your little ASMR hat on, bitch, because we're gonna be here a minute. Yeah, so Kendall Jackson was my favorite winemaker. I appeared to prefer red because that's what everyone always saw me drinking, but I actually preferred white because it was lighter and softer and crisper. In the tequila vicinity, it is Milagro. Oh, shout out to my brother. He turned us on to the Milagro, and I haven't looked back or even sideways on the way back since. Vodka, I would have to say Kettle One. There was one that I tasted that I like better than Kettle One. And because when I say Kettle One, I'm just being bougie. I just know that's a quality alcohol. But I've tasted some Absolute that I like better than Kettle One, so I'm just not even going to put vodka in that category in general. Maybe I'm not a vodka person. Who'd have thunk it? The way I loved martinis. But those usually I requested to be made with Kettle One or Absolute. And if you do that all the time, then you really don't even have an opportunity to taste others, so you don't even know. That's the bottom line. Shit, these curls came out nice. The fuck? Let me tell you what I did, child. I put on, bitch. Girl, this wasn't supposed to be no hair video. Girl, what happened? I've been sitting here just with my hair, haven't taken my hair out of those two ponytails. Just sitting here because I did not think that this was hiding under them two ponytails. Man, that is fucking pretty. And voluminous. That's the word. This is what the fuck they mean when they say voluminous on them goddamn commercials. And when them damn fake ass influencers be faking y'all out. Oh, liquor. So, tequila, definitely Milagro. I went through Cavassier phase. I might be dating myself right now. Cavassier, Remy and Grand Marnier. I never did have a preference for young drinks. I always drank because I was always around mature people. So I guess I just drank mature drinks. I just wasn't running around ordering Long Island iced teas and margaritas and shit. Everybody was having that, and I'm having a martini, bitch. and 2 at the most. I don't want another one. If you trying to buy me a drink, well, that don't matter because I always turn drinks down when people try to buy me a drink. I been knew humans wasn't shit, bitch. Sorry, gardening people that weren't expecting these type of answers for your community. I know a lot of y'all are Christians and whatnot. I'm a preacher's kid. I know how that rolls. Y'all finna wake up. Okay, hot dog or cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Although your eating habits and your appetite and eating habits change when you grow up. So we don't even I don't even know the last time okay, favorite food. This is crazy. But eggs. And I married a man that doesn't eat eggs. Wow, Sway. Oh, I said I was going to put another coat of this polish on while I answer these questions, too. If I'm going to fuck it up, let me fuck it all the way up. Don't act like you don't know. We started out this way, garden people. You can't be surprised when it happens the second time. You can't be double taking and being like, did she just... You saw it happen. So I'm putting on another top coat so my gunmetal nails will hold on longer. And I don't need my glasses to do this because this can be a sloppy job. God, I'm just on number 6. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. So favorite food are eggs. I don't know. They just taste so good. And they inspire the reason behind me being able to eat breakfast any time of day. My favorite dinner is breakfast. Eggs are so delicious. And then you can put things in them, or you can put nothing in them but the eggs, little salt and pepper. I don't appreciate pepper enough in eggs. I never put pepper in my eggs. I'm sitting here flexing, but I do put, I might not sprinkle salt in them if I got vegetables and other things that add other flavors. I won't even put salt in them. Cheese is going to be the sodium, but boiled. Oh, I got a story time about how, it took me a long time to get my domesticity together, girl. Mister didn't marry me for my cooking. Y'all let them old no man choosing ass hoes that raise y'all tell y'all that a way to man's heart is through his stomach. I get the point of one of the valid points they're making, but bitch, if you choose somebody based on their domestic, all I'm saying is that's why Thelma keep stealing your man from you. Y'all know good Thelma on Good Times couldn't cook, but she was a catch of a lifetime and every man's dream woman. So think about it. I know you're not used to using your own mind, but think about it. Give it some free thought. Use that mind that the God you believe in so much gave you to use. Instead of letting a system tell you everything. Okay. Favorite food is eggs. I have some boiled right now down on the counter for snacking on. I just sprinkle a little tahini on them. What do you drink in the AM? Water. I may have one of my veggie juices, ACV, sorrel tea, or sorrel tea. I'll just say herb tea because it could be any kind of tea. Protein shake. If I don't do a veggie juice, I'll do a protein shake. What else do I drink? I feel like I'm skipping one thing. Coffee. Duh. Yeah. Mr. Makes himself a cup of coffee I make him one in the evenings that's mostly decaf. But we do mix our coffee with decaf of the same brand because, see, I'm not even a coffee connoisseur, but for those of you who are coffee connoisseur, you might understand what I'm talking about. But mixing a decaf into the regular coffee gives it a smoothness that is incomparable. And I don't know where it comes from, and I don't know what the process of decaffeinating the coffee that makes the blend of the two do that. Because I don't know if it does it with other coffees too, but the blend of caffeine with decaf is just is a better smoothness. The coffee would still be good, but it's still a significantly noticeable smoothness that is preferred with he and I. So yeah, coffee. Drink coffee. Can you do 100 push-ups? You give me enough time, you could do 100 lot of stuff. Favorite season, spring. Favorite hobby. I really love what I have taken on as a serious, and that is consulting with people who choose to use cannabis to achieve their full wellness and live their best lives. So, and it wasn't even a hobby. I guess it was an accidental hobby because I can't even say, I want to say because I just basically came out of the green closet, but it's not because of that. It's because I was able to just be free to be myself. And so there stopped being moments where people might offer me something and I could say, well, no thanks, I use cannabis, so I don't need that. Or no thanks, I prefer to use cannabis for whatever, you know? And then for some people, they get shook by the casualness of the response, and they start asking questions because maybe they've always been curious, but the state of our nation prevented them from asking questions and learning more and having their own experience. But anyway, so I wouldn't even say it's a hobby. So that's not even a hobby. I just have a passion for that. I guess my favorite hobby is my side hustle, which is selling all my shit going into my maximalism. Selling all my shit. And in selling my shit is actually in way better condition than I describe it. Like a lot of times I might sell something that, it may be an expensive item and I sell it at a really nice price. And I describe it as used, right? And then they get it and find out that it got the tag on it and it ain't never been used, probably still smell folded up from the store. So people be like super, super happy. Like I don't have no complaints. And so that is a good feeling though, because especially in a time where people can't afford things and people are still in denial about that, it's going to hit people really hard in a minute. But people can't afford the things that we thought we needed so much. Have come to find out they're luxuries. And so when they finally are able to afford a luxury at such a gibble at a very cheap price, and it's even in better condition than they thought it would be, that's fulfilling. That's low-key fulfilling. I'm going to cut all that out of this video because it's going to be long enough anyway. Maybe I'll make it its own separate video if anyone cares. Do you wear glasses? I wear readers, obviously. I'm sitting up here squinting and shit. Phobias. I think we all have phobias, but I don't like to express those because people will use things like that against you. Sometimes even if it's in loves, maybe somebody trying to play a trick on you, a prank on you, and it's a real phobia. Like, I don't have anything like that, but I'm considerate of stuff like that. And people's mental wellness is in no place to be fucked with in this era. Try Jesus. Don't try me. Nicknames. One of them I want to tell y'all. I'm sitting up here staring because one of those names is so cute and I want to tell y'all about it. But I'm not going to do it. Y'all, the algorithms be watching y'all. Okay, favorite candy. Again, your appetite will grow up right along with you. Assuming we're all growing up, because some people. Do you believe in ghosts? I do not believe in ghosts, but as a spiritual individual, I do believe in the spirit. Biggest downfall. Oh, I heard Diva say this and it spoke to my soul. And she said, cutting people off too easily. The difference between she and I is that I don't have no explanation for that. I'm not going to just cut you off for no reason. So if a person get cut off, I don't need to be questioned by them or anybody else to do what's best for me in my spirit that I'm in charge of on this earth while I'm here. I am to protect. When they said protect your spirit, protect your damn spirit. And I'm finna not damage it, exposing myself to no shitty individuals that you see are shitty individuals. And not only you see that shitty individuals and continue to interact with them, you support and uplift them, sometimes to the celebrity status. So that means the masses are doing this. And then we make shitty people famous, and then we wonder how we got where we are under the orange regime, but that's a whole nother story. So, yeah, cutting people out. If I see a shitty human is a shitty human. Or if I see it's a decent human, but they not fucking with me like that, I will cut them off too. I will free them rather, because they not fucking with me anyway, right? So I will free them of having to fuck with me. We on the same team as far as staying out of each other's life. Yeah. I don't do shitty humans. And most people mature into that. Not most people. The people that do mature often gradually mature into it. In my case, I've always been that chick. I've always been that chick. I will clock a shitty human and shut it down. There's no reason for us to interact. I've had them ask me, well, how come you don't want to be my friend? We ain't on the same path. Our values are different. You need a Birkin. I just would like to have one. Message. That's grown shit. Grown woman shit. I almost burned my damn self like a dumbass. Okay, it's better. Oh my God, why did I have that on the floor? Cause sometimes I got to be conscious of doing that when I'm eating, for the feeders. I know y'all appreciate that shit. And hey, I got it for you sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. It ain't a whole channel about that. I guess it ain't a whole channel about nothing except for free thinking. Just casual free thinking. Think for yourself. Prioritize your wellness and that of those you love. You don't have to be a sheeple. But the only way you can not be one anymore is to even acknowledge that you are one. And if you can't acknowledge that you are one, I can't help you. But after you break out of that stuff and you realize what the hell is going on, I got you. That's to my for my elevators. Anyway. Oh my God, it's gonna be the longest tag ever. But apparently you don't mind. You still here. Watch it in pieces, bitch. You ain't gotta. I don't expect you to sit down and watch this whole goddamn thing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be way too long. Okay, biggest downfall. Cutting them all off. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Rain or snow? Rain. I'm skipping like a motherfucker. French fries or onion rings? I would go with onion rings off the cuff, but I end up going with French fries because very few people do onion rings just right. Now I mean, onion ring. Now I mean onion ring. Purple is my color. My favorite color is purple, but I very often reference the color indigo blue. I didn't know I could do that. I guess so. Because I was just trying to whistle something. Oh my God, this video is gonna be the worst. And I just don't care. I'm okay with it. Oh God, I'm so bent today. What the fuck was that I did? Oh, I see what happened. Okay, girl, now calm down and answer these questions. Okay? Do that. And paint your nails while you do it. Maybe that'll help you focus. Okay. The mix of that smoke and this candle, the scent of, the mix of that smoke and this candle together smells like an incense. And I can't burn incense because I always get I feel like I'm inhaling the burnt wood and it's heavy on my lungs somehow. I can't explain it, but that's what the fuck it is. So I can burn candles all day long, and most waxes, some waxes are heavy on my lungs. Actually, the really cheap wax, I can't explain. See, that's the kind of thing I know is not in any books. It's not in any medical or biological books, but I know them to be a fact. So, and for me to explain it would just take this video and a whole nother rant about American pharmkkko, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Well, a few of y'all don't mind, but you know, this is for a lot of people this time. We'll do it. We'll do that together on our time when we get in our videos and our sessions. Okay, I'm halfway through. Can I cook? Can you cook? I can cook now. As mentioned, Mr. didn't marry me for my cooking. And that's not to imply. Yeah, I know y'all going right to the bedroom. He married me because he loves me, and because I love him. Period. But I know y'all out here with Cardi B relationship goals and shit, right? That's what your daughter. Oh, okay. I almost went into a whole nother rant, and I was about to take it out on y'all, and cause I'm mad, cause I have angst for pharmkkko. But I don't want to say that word too many times. What's that, twice? Child, Al will come through with some rhythm. So I ain't trying to summon that hoe though. But nah, I couldn't cook. Cannabis took me from being interested in gardening, where I learned that how real garden to table really is. And so, shout out to weed. Shout out to weed. I said what I said. Are you religious? Absolutely not. But I am a PK who clearly grew up in the church. So, I know my Christians are out there. And unlike y'all, I actually respect what you choose to believe. Because no matter how you look at it, colonizers are going to colonize. And once you see that they have, you can't fight that. You have to let a person, you have to meet people where they are. And sometimes that's as far as they're going to go, because it is painful to self-decolonize. It's painful. If you can get through it. I get it. So I'll meet you where you are in this journey called life. I respect whatever you believe. But I'm absolutely not religious. But I am a spiritual entity, as we actually all are. It's that phase where you recognize that you are, though, spiritual. That's that Kundalini shit. Shower. I think like anybody, I don't think anybody is running around here with a house with a huge bath in it. Like even people with really big houses don't, the tubs aren't huge generally. And shouldn't they be, right? So I think that like most people, I would take more baths if I had a bath the size of a jacuzzi. But since we don't, in and out, except on hair wash day. My natural girls know what I mean. Big city or out in nature, I'm a blend of both. Blend of both. I want to easily say more so out in nature than big city. But you can only enjoy that out in nature after you encounter the person you want to share the rest of it with. And you only find that person once you expose yourself in the big city. You can't be dateable and not date. That's the thing that I learned the hard way. And there's not much I had to learn the hard way, because I learned from other people's dumbass mistakes. Obviously dumbass mistakes. I'm like, girl, you can't say you want a real man and choose fuckboys every time and then figure, well, there are no good men out there. Oh, okay. This is not that video. Okay, move next. I only got a few to go. Be focused. Are you a good friend? You have to ask my friends that. I would like to believe I'm a good friend. I want to be a great friend always, though. I want to be a great friend always. And what interferes with the appearance of that is often my introvertism. You know, it makes you resist participating in outings and, you know, with the people you love. You still want to be invited, mind you, but you ain't never going. You ain't going. It ain't gonna happen. I went through a period where I was vulnerable to let my friends get me to go enjoy events. It actually kind of got forced. It kind of got forced because one of their husbands got really sick. So I started traveling with her to do shows on tour. And so then I was, forced in more social situations as her sidekick, so to speak. I guess that kind of makes me a good friend, though. I'm out here showing how I'm not a good enough friend. And in the scenario, I'm being an awesome friend. So I hope I'm being a pretty good friend. I still don't feel like I'm enough ever. But I chalk it up to the fact that the people that I'm friends with are so amazing themselves that it seems are insurmountable to even be able to remotely reciprocate the love they show me. They do it so openly, and they make me so willing to do it openly with them too. Not just willing to, I want to. I love loving on my friends. Love loving on y'all. Ooh, look at you, so fine. Girl, stop slaying for a minute. Can you just stop slaying for this video? One video. You just always come through upstaging me being fine and shit. And bruh, can you tone down oh, sir, the sexiness is uncalled for. This is just a tag video. Get it together. Go in the corner and sit down. See, this is why I must be a good friend. I must be a good friend. Because I let my friends come through and just slay up the place. Just come through flexing and flossing. They're all a good energy. Gods and goddesses, kings and queens, for real, for real. Not on no pseudo hotel tip, but for real, the black, juicy, melanin marinade of magnificence. So I hope I'm a good enough friend to people that amazing. I would like to think they know that I put 100% in, and that my only struggles come where I have to fight that introvertism. It's hard. But they're friends, so they understand that about me. At least half the time. Sometimes they think I'm blowing them off though. Well, I would never. Worst pain ever. I haven't had to endure a lot of pain, thank God. I have to say, when I regained consciousness after a PEDVT that stemmed from ACL and meniscus injury. Yeah, I had to wonder if that was going to be the rest of my life. But that's actually what made me start making videos ever. When I came back from death. But anyway, that was pretty bad. And there was also, oh, this is stupid. I was in an audition. I was in my 20s. And I was in an audition, and Mr. knows about this. And I went up to the I was up next, and they had the casting team sit behind the casting team sitting behind the panel, the table. And I went up to give them my headshot and everything. And so as they, we exchanged words at the table while they were taking my information. It started, okay, how much time I have? It started creeping up on me. And I was catching a cramp in the bottom of my left foot. can't imagine what my face looked like before it happened because I felt it coming. And so I was up there. And so I was, talking casually to everyone. And I felt that cramp coming. And I don't know what my face must have looked like when I was thinking, oh, no, 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 don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. What's crazy is I never caught cramps. I wasn't the type of person to get a cramp in my leg or anything. I didn't catch cramps, you know what I mean? Not like never, every now and then, but I did not regularly. I wasn't that chick. Like I would be running track and watching other people on the side of the track being tended to because of a cramp. That didn't happen to me, even in sports. Did not happen. So I'm at this audition and I'm handing them my information and we're exchanging casualties, introductions and casualties. This cramp starts creeping up through the middle of my foot, the arch, the middle of my foot. And I slowly lifted my, you can tell I was 20 something. So I slowly lifted my foot up to my hip. And so I reached down and grabbed my foot and I was slowly bringing it up to my chest as the other knee slowly bent down. It was like I collapsed in slow motion. While I reached up to hold that foot, I was collapsing into my right leg, but slowly. Like I did this. I said, and I slowly fell to the floor in so much pain. And I was so embarrassed and it was so hilarious. No, I can't say I was embarrassed because I've always been a pretty secure person where that's concerned. I just be insecure with the looks and the body. But anyway, my heart and soul is together, girl. So that's how you attract a good man. But you ain't heard that from me. Listen to your friends who are baby mamas 4 times over, and your aunties and stuff, and your mama. Yeah, so that was painful as hell. It was hilarious. One of my cousins on Instagram just he sent a video of Lay Twins. He has no idea I used to follow Lay Twins before Beyonce and them purchased them. Yeah, I said it. But he has no idea that I used to follow Lay Twins. And I used to, Mr. got sick of me because I thought their passion for dancing is so infectious. It will make you feel like, it's like when boys watch martial arts movie and they feel like they can do all that shit, or they can do some of it at least. I gotta be able to do some of that shit, right? So Lay Twins had me feeling like that long ago. It's almost a decade ago though, but they had me feeling like that, right? But yeah, he sent me Lay Twins video, and it was a trip because they're like grown now. You know what I mean? Because that was so long ago. They're like grown, and like I said, as soon as Beyonce purchased them, I immediately, I can't say I immediately dropped off from their fan base. And I love Beyonce though, but I just felt like, look, Beyonce can get whoever she wants to, because if I was good at something like that and Beyonce called me, I would be there. Okay? So, this is no shade, but I'm just saying that Beyonce knew that they weren't going to go any further in their career after she got a hold of them. That was it. That's it. They were making a name for themselves before she got a hold of them. You're not going to continue to do that on if you're on Beyonce's tour. It's just not going to happen. I feel like it was good for their career at the time, but everyone with any mature intelligence knows that in the long run, there was potential for it not to be the best decision, even though anybody would have made that decision at that time. But yeah, it was funny to see them grown. You know what I mean? But that was not supposed to be a Lay Twins tribute. That was just supposed to say that I do like to dance, and not like Lay Twins. That's not how I like to dance. I'm just saying that those fellas had me following them for, for a couple of years. But I like to dance, and the dance that I like to do, I like to do what is called in one area of the nation stepping. It's called swing out in another. It's called ballroom in another. It's called hand dancing in another. And in fact, I learned it as hand dancing initially. But I spent most of my adult life in a place where they call it stepping. So, yes, I like to dance. I love to dance. And in fact, I'm curious during this pandemic what all the steppers are doing with their pastimes and their passions. And I also wonder how the skaters are working it out. I'm curious. Are you weird? If you stayed in this video this long, you already know. Tag 6 friends. Tag 6. Well, because at first I was like, nobody's even going to be watching this video. So you talking about tagging 6 people. 6 other people. I want to see who is on my channel and who has already done it. Because it looks like one of the people that I would tag has already done it. People I would tag have already done it. And I don't want to tag anyone who's not active on my channel. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it at that. So I'm going to tag the 6 of you who watch my videos and never say anything. Because it's 6 of y'all. You're it. I'm lit and you're it. And the person that tagged me knows that y'all are lucky. Y'all got this so quickly. But the only reason you got it quickly is because my freaking data got wiped again. I know, right? My freaking data got wiped again. So every time my data gets wiped, I have to wait until after Mr. recovers it all before I can catch back up and do the older videos. Because y'all know I'm not very chronological unless I get a specific request. Because y'all know there's often a time lapse between my videos, between the time I recorded a particular video, the times that I recorded a particular videos, and the time that I actually uploaded, for a couple of reasons. Some of which are privacy reasons. I never hear anybody address that. Like, you guys let everybody know what you're doing, when you're doing, and then you'd be like, oh my God, I've been swindled. But I get it. I really do. Don't think I don't. I just be acting like that. I just be talking. I get it. I understand. I was raised in this country. Tag, you're it.